So, yes, madam, I am trying to explain it, but probably that might not work. I don't know how far it will work in the video. So, let's say you have this as your standard. Okay, this is your standard. So this standard, you start from 0, which is blank, and then 3.9, 7.8, 15, blah blah blah, and then 250, 500, and so on. It is, let's say it's 4,000. Okay, and then corresponding to your blank, you also get some absorbance values, right? So basically, when we measure the plate in the Glomax, what it gives is, it just gives us some absorbance, like say 0 point something in nanometers. And based on this absorbance, when we plot the standard curve, like let's say xy, sorry, this is xy, then we plot some standard curve. So when you plot the standard curve is also plotted against, like even the zero value is considered, right? So when you plot the standard curve, the plot is done from all these points, like from 0 to this, and from so the standard curve is plotted by all the points, right? All the absorbance and also all the standards. So when, let's say, when you have a value which is within, so which means in your standard curve the lowest value is 0, then it is 3.9, then it is 7.8, then it is 15, and so on. So after putting the standard curve, after making the standard curve, when using this equation, let's say some equation comes, right, like x equals to something something. So the same way, when you how to say, when you change the absorbance that you get for your samples, let's say your sample has some absorbance of 1.4, and another has some absorbance of 1.2, another has some absorbance of 2. So these are, like, I mean, absorbance. Okay, so when you change this absorbance into the into the concentrations, then they are converted using this equation, right? The equation which is formed from here, let's say x equals to something plus plus this. So then, so since your standard curve is based on all the values ranging from 0 to 4,000, so any value that you get here, so like you said that one of your concentration is 1.9 picogram per ml. So even if this is one of your concentration for the samples, then this is also okay, because your standard, if your standard ranges from 0, it starts from 0, so any value that comes between 0 to 3.9 is already in the standard. So that's what I'm trying to say, that you don't, but however, your maximum range was 4,000, right? So any value, if you have a value which is like, let's say 4,500 picograms per ml, then this value is, of course, it crosses your standard curve. It I mean, it crosses your standard. So then for this, yes, this is not right. I mean, this is not right in the sense, this is beyond your standard curve. But a value which is 1.9, it is still within the range of 0 to 3.9. It is not negative, right? Because if you get a value which is negative, like what I mean is, let's say if it is less than 0, then that is beyond the standard curve, and then probably that is kind of how to say, that could, yeah, then that is difficult, but then that won't happen, right? So then what I mean is, if you get a value of 1.9, for that it's okay, because it is still within your standard.